Welcome to this beautiful setting on this very special day. We are not here today to mark nor to celebrate the beginning of a relationship. That relationship has been built and explored over time and already exists. Nathan and Kendall have already declared their love and commitment to one another in their private moments. Today we celebrate this commitment and witness the public vows that bind them together. They honor us by their invitation as we gather here today to join Nate and Kendall in this sacred union. The first reading is The Art of Marriage by Wilfred Peterson and will be read by Nathan's mother, Lisa.
Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In the art of marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say, I love you, at least once a day. It is never going to sleep angry. It is at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue through all the years. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together, facing the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers in the whole family. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is not expecting the husband to wear a halo or to have wings of an angel. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It is finding room for the things of the spirit. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is establishing a relationship in which the independence is equal, the dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner.
Kendall and Nathan will now take part in a unity tree planting ceremony to symbolize the roots of their relationship. At this time, Ginger would like to offer a reading from Captain Corelli's Mandolin by Louis de Bernier.
Hi. Love is a temporary madness. It erupts like volcanoes and then subsides. And when it subsides, you have to make a decision. You have to work out whether your roots have so intertwined together that it is inconceivable that you should ever part. Because this is what love is. Love is not breathlessness. It is not excitement. It is not the promulgation of internal passion. That is just
Just like this tree you plant, marriage requires constant nurturing and nourishment. Please be seated. Nathan and Kendall have indulged me a few remarks. And so please bear with me. I'll try to be short. Many of you know that I was first introduced to Kendall when she was my student at the College of Charleston. The first course she took with me was probably 13 or 14 years ago, and subsequently she took 4 or 5 courses with me. I couldn't seem to get rid of her. There was one particular course that she took with me that stands out in terms of who she is. We have a course that's numbered a 101, and every professor teaches it through a different theme. She had already taken somebody else's 101, but when she learned that my 101 is a course in evil and suffering, she asked if she could audit, if she could just come and sit and listen. And of course, I gave her that permission. This was an 8 o'clock a.m. class.
Jesus.
She was not getting any credit for it. And there she was. Every class, 8 a.m. As I prepared for this wedding, I tried to think in the past 16 years that I have been teaching at the College of Charleston, is there anyone else who has done that? And my answer is no. I couldn't think of a single student who had that kind of desire, that kind of commitment, that kind of exuberance for learning itself, despite not earning a credit. And Kendall has often heard me speak about the ancient Greek philosophers. And so for my remaining time, I'd like to talk just a little bit longer about the 3 words that in Greek are used for different forms of love. The first is eros. And Socrates would call eros the stirring in the loins. It is the source of the word erotic. But I think if we limit the definition of that word to sexual desire, that we miss its broadest and I think most noblest sense. Eros also means desire for other things. It also means a desire for knowledge, for wisdom, for goodness, and for truth. It also means creativity, and not just procreative creativity, but it means creativity in one's life. And Kendall, for me, certainly embodies those 2 qualities of desire and thirst for life, and of creativity in not only her thinking, but in the way in which she is in the world. Nathan expresses that creativity in his preparation, his beautiful preparation of food, and his desire to share that gift and that talent with others. A second form of love in Greek is philia, which Aristotle uses to mean friendship. He has many definitions for this word. But the highest form of friendship is that through which the friend is the friend for the other's sake, not for one's own sake. The friend is the friend who seeks for the other that which he or she would seek for themselves. And the third form is agape, which is the word that St. Paul used when he attempted to describe the kind of love that he envisioned in the Christian community. And it means an expression of love that extends outside of the self to a far, far broader space and time. It's the kind of love that is not internal, that is not gazing within oneself. It is the kind of love that is extended to all. And so my wish and my hope for Nathan and Kendall today is, as they embody those three forms of love today, that they continue to do so, that they never lose a desire and a thirst for creativity, for wisdom and knowledge and truth, that they always, in friendship, seek what is best for each other, and that in agape, they extend their love and share it with all of you and with the rest of the world, which so sorely is in need of it. In ancient Greece, a vow was a promise made with certainty and was always spoken aloud. Kendall and Nathan, speak now your vows to each other with the surety of your love. Nathan, you have Kendall to be your lawful wedded wife. Will you love her, comfort her, keep her in sickness and health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her, so long as you both shall live? Kendall, will you have Nathan to be your lawful wedded husband? Will you love him, comfort him, keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him, so long as you both shall live? I will. You have heard it said that it takes a village to raise a child. In like manner, it takes a village to build a marriage. Nathan and Kendall make these vows in the presence of their closest community, you, their family and friends. In the spirit of the same love and support which brought you here today, I also ask you to make a vow to Kendall and Nathan's future. Will you be their wisdom and their counsel? Will you be their loving support and source of help and encouragement as long as you and they shall live?
We will.
Just as this circle is without end, my love for you is eternal. Just as it is made of lasting substance, my commitment to you will never fail. This ring I give in token and pledge, as a sign of my love and is sacred and divine, and in the presence of this gathering, Nate and Kendall have made their solemn vows to each other. They have confirmed their promises by the joining of hands, by the exchange of rings. As you enter into the covenant of marriage, remember the words from Colossians. Clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, patience, forgiving each other as the Lord has forgiven you. And crown all these things with love, which binds everything together in perfect harmony. May the Spirit of eternal love bless you and keep you. May the Spirit of hope shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the winds of the heavens dance between you. May the spirit of protection, like the wings of eagles, be above you to overshadow you, beneath you to uphold you, before you to guide you, behind you to protect you, and close beside you, and within you, to make you able for all that may come your way. In joy we give thanks for this day and the gift that you have bestowed upon each other, the gift of your enduring love. And Kendall and Nathan, insomuch as the two of you have agreed to live together in matrimony, have promised your love for each other by these vows, the joining of your hands, and the giving of these rings, I now declare you to be husband and wife. It is my delight and privilege to present to you for the first time as newlyweds, Nathan and Kendall.
Huh.